I'm Pastor Murphy with help along the way. We are discovering the social teachings of the truth, of the church, with a unit entitled Fulfilling Our Obligations to Neighbors. Today's topic, one in Christ, no divisions left standing. Today we move from what God did in Acts to what God declares for all time in Galatians 3:28 and 29. This is where theology becomes unmistakably clear. In Christ, our primary identity is no longer what divides us, but what unites us. The Apostle Paul writes, "There is neither Jew nor Greek, neither slave nor free, nor male or female, for you are all one in Christ Jesus." Now, Paul's not erasing identity. He is removing hierarchy. These categories once determined access, status, privilege, but now they no longer define your standing before God. This phrase, one in Christ, speaks to of the spiritual union, not sameness, but shared belonging. Then Paul continues, if you are Christ, then you are what? Abraham's seed and heirs according to the promise. That means you don't earn your way in. You don't inherit by ethnicity. You don't qualify by status. You belong by faith in Christ alone. After a hard-fought game, two players from opposing teams meet at midfield. They take off their jerseys and exchange them. Now imagine someone walking in late. They see the jersey, but not the game. They assume identity based on what's being worn now. That's what happens in Christ. You may have come from different teams, different backgrounds, histories, cultures, but when you are in Christ, you've been given a new identity. That identity supersedes everything that came before. Imagine attending an event where there are, clear divisions. VIP seating, general admission, standing room only. Access is limited. Movement is restricted. But then the host steps in and says, remove the barriers, open the floor, everyone belongs. Suddenly, the rope is gone, the hierarchy is dissolved, the experience becomes shared. That's what Galatians chapter 3 talks about. The VIP section of spirituality has been removed. A child, he enters a new family through adoption. Comes from different backgrounds, has a very different story, different past. But once the papers are signed, something legally and relationally changes. They have the same last name, the same inheritance, the same access. They're not treated as less than or added on. They are fully, completely family. That's what Paul is declaring. In Christ, you are not a guest, you are an heir. Let's bring this into the modern church. Do our spaces reflect unity or quiet division? Do we celebrate diversity or do we merely tolerate it? Do we treat people as equals or as expectations, because here's the real tension. We can preach one in Christ and still build separate circles within the same room. What unity is and isn't, and let's be clear. Unity is not uniformity. Unity is not sameness. Unity is not agreement on everything. Unity is this shared identity in Christ that overrides every lesser label. Imagine, if you would, an orchestra. You have different instruments, violins and drums and trumpets and flutes. Each sound is different. Each plays a unique part. But when they follow the same conductor and the same composition, they create one sound. Unity is not everyone playing the same note. It's everyone surrendered to the same source. Think about how people form group chats. One for close friends, one for certain opinions, one for people like us. Now imagine creating one group where everyone is included. Different views, different voices, different experiences. At first, it feels uncomfortable, but over time, something happens. Understanding grows, respect deepens, perspective widens. That's what the church is meant to model. Not echo chambers, but Christ-centered community. Now, let's think about how often we introduce ourselves. We introduce ourselves by profession. We introduce ourselves by background, by affiliation. I'm this, I'm from that. But Paul is saying, before all of that, you are in Christ. You are Christians first. And that identification is not earned, it's not temporary, it's not secondary, it's primary. We are Christians first. Imagine a long table. People from every walk of life, they're seated there. Different cultures, different stories, different struggles. And at the center of the table is one loaf of bread. Each person reaches and receives from the same source. No one gets more, no one gets less. Just one provision that's shared by everybody. That's the picture of the church. If we are truly one in Christ, then any division we maintain is a contradiction of the cross we proclaim. Remember that. This is Pastor Murphy with Help Along the Way, reminding you, in Christ, you don't just belong, you're family. So join me next time for the final session. No outsiders, only heirs. God bless you. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.